Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on Crack Concepts, and in today's video we will be discussing query optimization techniques. This is one of the most requested videos on this channel. So here it is, and we will be discussing these 5 major techniques that you can use to optimize your queries. The first one is indexing, second one is sargable queries, third is query rewriting, fourth is join optimization, and fifth is subquery optimization. I will be explaining all these 5 with lots of examples, so make sure you watch the video till the end so that you do not miss anything. And query optimization techniques, this is a very important question when it comes to interviews, so make sure you do not miss this video. The first one is indexing. When it comes to query optimization, one very important thing that you need to keep in your mind is indexes. So what is indexes? Indexes are used to improve the speed of data retrieval operations by providing a quick way to locate specific data. Now, how do you create an index? Create index and then you give a specific name to the index. So in this case, I have given the name idx underscore employee underscore name on which table employees, and then in brackets I write the column. So we will be creating an index on column name. So whenever we write a query where the column name is there in the where clause or join or order by, since we have created an index on that column, our data retrieval will be faster. So in this way we will optimize the query. The speed of the query will improve because we have created an index on that particular column. There are some types of indexes as well: B-tree index, hash index, full text index, composite index, unique index. When should you be using indexes? Frequently queried columns. So index columns that are frequently used in where, join or order by clauses. So whatever columns are frequently used in where or join or order by, you can create an index on that particular column and that will improve your query. Second one is large tables. Whenever you are working with a relatively larger table, it is suggested that you create index on some of the frequently used columns. That will improve the speed as well. What are some of the best practices when it comes to indexes? Only index columns that are frequently used in columns. Do not create index on all the columns. That will, instead of improving the speed of the query, it will slow down the query even more because so many indexes are created on random columns. So make sure you are only using indexes on frequently used columns. Avoid over indexing as well because that will also eat up your time. Third is monitor index performance. What does that mean? So see if creating an index on a particular column is improving your speed or not. Keep monitoring it. In case it is not helping you out, delete that index. So you should be monitoring index performance. Now second technique is sargable query. Now what is sargable? Sargable stands for search argument table. A query that can take advantage of indexes effectively to optimize the search process. And what does non-sargable query mean? Queries that often involve applying functions or operations to the column being searched, which prevents the users of indexes effectively. Which means sargable query is a query that you write where indexes can be effectively used, and in non-sargable there are mostly functions or calculations involved which prevents the use of indexes. You will understand this better with the help of examples. So let's look at the examples. So these are examples of sargable queries. Select star from users where age is equal to 25. So we are simply equating age to 25. We are not using any calculation. So we can directly create an index on the column age and that will improve the speed of the query. Look at the second query. Select star from customers where country in USA and Canada. Again, we are just equating it. We are just using in. Third query is select star from orders where order date is greater than equal to 2024-0101. So again, we are not using any function. We are not using any calculation in the where clause. So this is a simple query, and hence index can be used over here. We can optimize the search process. Now non-sargable query. Select star from orders where year order date greater than equal to 25. Here we are using the function year. Okay. So if you see the last query over here and this query over here, both are going to return the same results, but this one is faster than this one. Why? Because here we are using a function, so this will prevent the use of indexes effectively. Here we are using the function year of order date greater than equal to 25. So here we are using a function, but in this case we are simply using the column order date and we are just equating it to 2024-0101. Both of the queries will return the same result, but the speed of this query will be better than this, because this is a sargable query, because we are not using any function or calculation. But in non-sargable queries, you are using a function. Second query is select star from employees where upper name is equal to John. Again, we are using the function upper. And again, if you are using any calculations in the where clause like age plus 35, 45, whatever, if you are using calculations in your where clause, again, that will be considered as a non-sargable query. So in simple terms, wherever we are simply using the columns, those queries are known as sargable queries, and non-sargable queries are the queries where we use functions and calculations. In sargable queries, we can take the advantage of indexes, but in non-sargable, we cannot. How to write sargable query? Avoid using functions or calculations on index columns in the where clause. Use direct comparisons when possible instead of wrapping the column in a function. Basically, do not use functions or calculations in the where clause. Third is, if we need to use a function on a column, consider creating a computed column or a function based index if the database system supports it. So this is how you can avoid writing sargable queries. Now, third technique to optimize your query is query rewriting. So consider rewriting your queries. Number one, simplify your queries. Break down your complex queries into simpler ones. Do not write one single huge query. Try to break it down into simpler parts and then run it separately. Number two, avoid using select star. Instead of using select star, just select specific columns that you need. You might not need the 100 columns in a particular table. You might just need 5 columns out of the 100 columns in that particular table. So avoid using select star, use specific columns. That will also optimize your query. Third is use union instead of or. It also helps improve the speed of your query. Fourth is join optimization. Use efficient join order. When you are having multiple joins in your query, make sure you are ordering the joins efficiently. Number two, use index based joins. Try to create indexes on columns on which you are joining the tables. Third is avoid cross join. Cross join slows down your query, so make sure you avoid using cross joins unless it is the requirement of the problem that you are working on. Number 5, query optimization. Use joins instead of subqueries. Joins improve the speed of your query. Subqueries will slow down your query. Use exists instead of in. Again, exists will improve the speed of your query most of the times. Third, optimize subquery performance. Again, which means create indexes on the columns that are being used in the subquery. And that is it for today's video. I really hope you all found this video helpful, and if you all did, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down, and check out our SQL playlist. Check out our SQL ebook. We have gotten a great response on it, so make sure you check it out. And with that, I will end the video. Thank you so much for watching.